Welcome, everybody. Recording on location in the dungeon, Brooklyn, New York. It's Pain Train Pipe Bomb. What's up, Jim?
What is going on with you, brother? I'm doing just fine.
You know, between all of the bullshit of them fucking our schedule up, and now we're finally getting to sit down and record, like, all sorts of shit is going on here. It's crazy.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous, but, you know, we still managed to pull through, as they say.
Well, I'm also hoping that the cleaning lady doesn't come through, because that would be fucked up.
I know, I really hope not.
All right, so we are here, weekly review, Raw, Smackdown. I see quite a few segments here or there that were good.
Yeah.
Not really very many other good ones. But we start off with Mick Foley coming out and reading off of cue cards about him resigning as commissioner of Monday Night Raw.
I know, they're totally dumbing him down like that. That's so unfair, what they're doing to him, how they're treating him.
Well, it goes back to Stephanie and her huge man balls of chest that she has. Because, you know, women have their balls in their chest.
They're they're northern balls, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, so she comes out after Foley goes off on Stephanie and Triple H trying to run the show again.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny in a way, because he was going off, and they cut his mic off.
Yeah, I saw that.
Remnants of CM Punk.
Yep. Oh, yeah, you remember that, the Summer of Punk 2011.
Yes, where he's talking to Triple H, and they keep cutting his mic off, and they did the same thing to Foley.
Wow. Can they not repeat former fucking storylines?
But you know what? It just shows the control of the McMahons and Helmsley.
Yeah.
But instead of him just quitting, which is pretty much they were trying to say,
yeah,
Stephanie comes out and fires him. And again, those two words, "You're fired."
And is it me or Stephanie is trying so hard to sound like her father when she fires somebody? It's fucking annoying.
But has she not done that over the course of time?
She's done it over the course of time, but it's just grown more annoying over the course of time.
At least, though, in this segment, somebody actually came out and stuck up for Foley for a change.
Mr. Sami Zayn himself.
Who, I have to say, is better in the way that he is now.
Yeah.
With this whole fire it up Zayn thing.
Yep.
It's better for his character. Unfortunately, he still gets him nowhere.
Because he's too busy getting pounced by Samoa Joe every week.
Well, you already got the lead in because now Samoa Joe comes out.
There you go.
Zayn actually kind of jumps Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Bloodies him up a little bit during the exchange.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Unfortunately for him, he goes to give the Yakuza kick, gets a Uranagi, and then gets choked out. And new stuff, same old shit, Samoa Joe wins.
Oh, what else is new?
Gotta say, I mean, it was a good segment. It let in. It was nice. But then they go to Dana Brooke and Charlotte.
Well, snooze match.
This might have been one of those times it probably would have gone to the bathroom, but...
Or smoke break, bathroom break, whack break, whatever you feel like doing.
Well, I can't really say smoke break because I take my phone outside and watch it on my phone.
So that just defeats the purpose then.
Yeah, kind of in a way.
So
I just want to know when the
break
match is over so I can come back inside.
Right, bathroom break match then.
Yeah, pretty much. But then I probably would take my phone to the bathroom anyway.
So no matter what, you're going to be watching the match.
Just to briefly surmise this whole thing, Dana Brooke actually has a good match with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Charlotte wins, and they've killed off another somewhat run of a character.
What else is new?
Now, one of my favorite segments, Jericho and the highlight reel.
I love it. I mean, I'm not personally a fan of Jericho, but when he does that highlight reel, I always tune in.
Well, I have to tell you, though, I mean, it is probably one of the longest running segments still left in WWE.
Well, I mean, what else is there really? Miz TV? I mean, even though he's, SmackDown's wrestler now, but what's there left really? Highlight reel for Jericho, Miz TV for Miz?
Cutting Edge when Edge makes his, appearance every once in a while.
Yeah, I like the Cutting Edge. That shit was fun.
And maybe the Ambrose Asylum, but they haven't really even been doing that lately.
Nah, I haven't really been keeping up with what's been going on with Ambrose. Last I heard, let's not get into that. We'll just wait until we review SmackDown for that one.
Okay. So, Jericho gets pictures of Owens wearing a Y2J t-shirt and all the little WWE figurines all over his room.
And wasn't he doing Jericho's pose when
he was doing
in the
Jericho's pose? And I got to tell you though,
yeah,
it was weird that he was saying, that Owens was this really big Jericho-holic fan.
Right.
But if you look at them, some of the figures were like RVD. And Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and there was quite a few different little ones just sitting there and they were all posed out.
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
Owens gets involved in this whole thing just as Jericho gets to put him on the list. Samoa Joe comes out again. Really, to tell you the truth, Owens jumps him from behind. The pop-up powerbomb maneuver is done. Jericho's laying, and there's Owens doing the Jericho pose again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is it just me, to get back to Samoa Joe for a second, am I really the only one who was stoked to have Samoa Joe come up to the main roster and then go from stoked to I'm already sick of fucking seeing him?
Joe coming up as a heel is great.
Well, yeah, he became Triple H's protege, right from the jump.
It's more than him being the protege. Unfortunately, I kind of see him looking as they're going to put him in a stable type thing again.
What do you
think? Going back to main event mafia in the TNA days.
Yeah, that shit was fun. That was good. Good times. Good times.
But he's great on his own. There's no reason to have him meddling in other storylines and everything else. It's horrible.
Right.
Because it just makes everybody else on the roster look weak.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe is just going around and destroying people.
That's what they have to do. I mean, to me, in a sense, in a way, they're kind of making Samoa Joe into the newest Kane and Undertaker. He's the destroyer, he's the monster, he's the one that everybody fears.
Listen, if you want to do anything with Samoa Joe, and this is a really weird twist,
yeah,
WWE really could get away with.
Which is?
Turn Reigns fucking heel. Full blown out, I come in, I fuck your shit up, heel.
I mean, how much more can anyone possibly hate him, though?
But then how could you not revisit the Samoans between him and Samoa Joe?
You think Reigns and Joe would be a good rivalry?
That would be a fucking sick combination.
You mean as partners or rivals?
As a tag team, like the fucking 2-man power trip. Put the two of them together.
Shit, like Austin Triple H.
Yeah.
But then
that would run a long time though, because the Samoans don't break up.
Look how long the fucking Usos have been boring people.
But then again, the Samoans though, they're brothers, first off, twins.
Yeah.
And they come from a great lineage.
Of course.
So you got to keep them together, unless one of them gets hurt again, and then split them up again. But that would be an awesome pairing, the two of them. That's power on power.
Ooh.
And then you have Joe's submission on top of it. It's insane.
It's basically you have Reigns as the enforcer of the team. You have Reigns fuck you up, and then Joe just ends the match by putting you in his move.
That Cohita clutch is fucking nuts.
I know, right?
I'd like to put Matt in it eventually.
Yes, we're throwing out a shameless plug to our dopey friend. So,
Raw continues after that lovely rant.
yeah,
I'm starting to build. There's a snowball effect coming, by the way.
I'm feeling that snowball, yes.
Another fucked up 205 Live segment
Of,
Brian Kendrick stole Tozawa's passport,
oh my God.
preventing him the time to make it to the arena.
I thought you were going to say he stole like his fucking mouthpiece or something.
No, he steals his fucking passport. Now,
Wow.
I know WWE is supposed to be a PG show,
Supposed to be.
but at the same right, when did WWE start promoting crime?
Since crime time?
Lately, you have Randy Orton, the arsonist,
Yeah.
okay? Baron Corbin, attempted murder on Ambrose,
Wow, true.
playing out all assault AJ on Shane by throwing him through that fucking make-believe car window.
That breakaway hardened sugar.
And now you have theft
Yeah.
from stealing a passport. That's a federal offense. What the fuck? Seriously.
Maybe they're just trying to bring back the old days of the late great Eddie Guerrero.
Listen, if you're going to bring back the Attitude Era, this might be the beginning. Because burning down houses, attempted murder, identity theft. Come on, give me a break. What the fuck?
I don't know. They just need to do something because this whole PG era shit needs to die already.
Well, they're already killing it off with all this stuff.
It's about fucking time. I
So-
mean, we all know it's not ever going to get back to the caliber of the Attitude Era, but at least bring it to somewhat like modern day ruthless aggression era. You know, that'll be fine. I'll be fine with that.
Well, besides the fact of the identity theft, Kendrick ends up beating up TJP,
Oh boy.
wins the match, and then goes on ranting and raving that he's got Tozawa's passport.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was horrible. The McMahon Helmsley era
Right.
ends up becoming a fucking revenge tour on Raw.
Really?
Yes. At one point, you see Foley walking out, saying goodbye to everybody,
Yeah.
and he hugs Bailey.
She's a hugger.
She is, and the crazy thing is neither one of them saw Triple H standing there. And as Bailey is standing there with him, and she walks away, Triple H walks around and goes, "Have a nice day," to Foley.
I don't know whether to have laughed on that or say, "Wow, that's fucked up."
I'd say it's more of the fucked up thing.
You think? I'm
Because
sorry for
now
the noise.
Yeah, we have to drink while we speak, so you know.
Sorry for you. I do apologize for the
Is
noise.
that the organic shit?
This is Argo Tea Carolina Honey.
Yeah, that's organic shit.
It's got wildflower honey, energizing black tea, and a splash of... I thought it said fart lemon. It's tart lemon. A shameless plug to Argo Tea, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And it's funny because the cleaning lady asked us to open it, you know.
Yes, the cleaning lady who just sits and doesn't say anything unless she starts cursing at us in Spanish.
Yeah, no.
Sí, coñazo. Sigue jodiendo,
See,
carajo.
there she goes.
Wow, that's fucked up. I mean, I don't know what she said, but I just sense that was fucked up. Thank you, gracias. Now clean my bathroom. Anyway,
Sí, sí, está bien.
oh, good. Yeah, see, suck it. Shameless plug to DX.
Yes.
So, where were we?
So now Stephanie McMahon is on her revenge tour, walking around, trying to fuck people.
What else is new?
She then gets in touch with Bailey, who comes out with this kind of like suck-up story, how she admired Stephanie throughout an entire career while Bailey was growing up.
Yeah.
And Stephanie turns around and says, well, hey, guess what? You have a match against Nia Jax, no DQ. If you lose, Nia Jax is now in your title match at WrestleMania.
Wow.
And that makes it a fatal four-way.
And that's what Bailey gets for rolling out her admiration to her?
Again, it's the Foley Revenge Tour. Anybody Foley was really cool with ends up fucking getting screwed.
In a way, yeah.
So it ends up being that Jax destroys Bailey.
You figure that.
And we kind of figured this was going to happen. Last week's show, we kind of touched on that a little bit.
Yeah.
So now it's a fatal four-way.
Oh, unbelievable. That should be interesting.
But it's 3 fucking toothpicks against a behemoth of a woman.
She's pretty big.
And she's got huge man balls, too, you know.
I know, she can smother you with those things.
Oh, my God. Well, she was a plus model, so.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. She was.
So they have that whole thing happen, and this coming from the rumor mill, just in.
Okay.
There's a very big possibility Bailey will be the only face in that match.
Really?
Banks is going to turn heel. Charlotte is obviously already heel. And Jax is like the huge motherfucker heel.
That's funny. I mean, I heard that Bailey was supposed to turn.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard, though, because Raw doesn't have very many faces. So it might be interesting at some point. But that was the rumor of the mill.
Yeah.
Just came across the teletype just now.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens when Mania comes around.
It's interview time on Raw. Michael Cole, that fucking donkey-headed asshole.
I hate him.
I really wish he would have got stuck in that hole of the plexiglass when he was in that little box.
Yeah, when he was trying to hide from Lawler.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
That's why I loved him when DX used to pick on him in the 90s.
Well, he should be picked on more.
I want to pick on him. He looks like a little fucking asshole that you can
I want
pick
to
on.
donkey punch him right in the throat. Like, just literally just end his vocal career. Shout out that fucking Adam's apple he's got. I hate that thing.
I know, right? Just one good solid punch to the throat.
Sticks out like a little fucking elbow.
And we are not promoting violence, just to let you know.
But WWE is already promoting crime. What the fuck? Let's just add on to it.
Sounds like fun. What does everybody else think? Oh, well.
We expect the comments down at the bottom of the box.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, fucking Donkey Dick interviews Triple H about the whole Seth Rollins thing.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins is given the opportunity to face Triple H at WrestleMania in a non-sanctioned fight.
Oof.
And by saying this, I mean, that means it's just all-out war between the two of them.
Right.
So WWE's not, obligated to pay for Seth Rollins' funeral after it's all over.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But again, the teletype is working tonight, that another rumor is Foley will interfere in this non-sanctioned fight to help Rollins over Triple H.
There you go.
Going back to 1999 with that whole feud.
Oh, man.
Which is insane.
That historic history between Foley and Triple H is unbelievable.
So we now move on past that, because now Rollins is given his opportunity.
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon is back at it again.
Oh, boy.
Her and her huge man boobs. I'm gonna have some really great terminology for these things later on.
Well, whatever works.
She now goes after Cesaro and Sheamus. It's triple threat at WrestleMania. She now puts together this match. Okay? And after I announce it, it will be that time once again.
It would definitely be that time once again.
She makes a 4-on-2 handicap match. Gallows, Anderson, Enzo, Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Well, she's actually putting Enzo and Cass teaming up with Gallows and Anderson?
Well, the thing is that Foley put together Cesaro and Sheamus. Revenge tour time once again.
Oh, wow.
And it's funny how you do this, because last week,
yeah,
Gallows and Anderson made the list.
That's right, they did.
And it's that time again.
It's the turd of the week.
The turn of the week.
My favorite part of the night.
The follow-up winners of Turn of the Week are in this segment with Gallows and Anderson. And now Stephanie McMahon has put two teams together that don't like each other.
Nope.
To go against another team that's in the triple threat match. So Stephanie McMahon, you have gotten Turd of the Week.
Congratulations, Steph.
Because you know in your right mind, this match is not going to happen the way she wants it.
Of course not. Something is going to happen that's going to bite her in the ass.
Enzo and Cass don't like Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson don't like Enzo and Cass. And Cesaro and Sheamus win the match. Like, it was almost, like, handed to them.
Because you know the two teams that don't like each other are going to go against each other in the match, which is going to cause Sheamus and Cesaro to win.
So, they also have the newest part of the show.
Alrighty then.
Anyway, so, we go back to the Cruiserweights, 205 Live.
Okay.
Austin Aries going to his first official WrestleMania.
My boy.
Cuts a promo. Neville comes out. Kind of cuts the promo short.
Yeah.
And Aries has a fucking match with Tony Nese.
Yeah.
Beats the shit out of him. And then, you know, just kind of sticks it in Neville's face. Says, yeah, I'll be seeing you at WrestleMania.
Yeah, basically. That should be a good match. I'm pretty excited to watch it.
But it's great, though, because Aries didn't use his submission move.
No?
He used that discus forearm, and that thing's got a lot of potential.
Yes, it does.
Will it take care of Neville? I'm not sure.
Maybe. I mean, that's a hard maybe.
So the final segment of the night is main event time. Strowman versus Reigns. New era, same old shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fairly good match till Reigns is getting ready to take care of Strowman.
Yep.
And lights go out. The gongs go off. Here comes Undertaker standing in between Strowman and Reigns.
Mm-hmm. That shit was fucking nuts.
Did you hear the pop at the Barclays?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I think that was probably the loudest pop I've actually ever heard at the Barclays.
Especially, well, what else goes on at the Barclays Center that, you know, Islanders, Nets, what pop are they getting?
Roy's always a great pop there. So,
of course, Brooklyn fans, you can't beat us.
So, Undertaker choke slams Strowman out of the ring.
Oh, that was nuts. I love that shit.
This is where the twist comes. Because there are reports saying that the Undertaker hurt himself giving Strowman the chokeslam.
Really?
Because the expression on his face was, oh fuck, that hurt.
No good.
He turns around and then takes the fucking spear from Reigns. And Reigns is like, oh, this is great. Da, 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 da. I'm going to walk out of the ring. I laid out the Undertaker. I don't think so.
Nope. Taker does his trademark sit-up in the middle of the ring.
So Reigns is the former Turd of the Week, the original winner.
Yes, that's right. He is the inaugural Turd of the Week.
And he gets runner-up for this. Because I would have just not speared him and left unless Undertaker was hurt somehow. There had to have been a way that he pulled a muscle or something Because there's no way in hell Undertaker just turns around and takes a spear from him.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
And not even an immediate sit-up. There was about a minute and a half delay of after the spear that Undertaker got up.
Yeah, he needed to rest. He's old.
He's what, like 53?
Something like that, 52, 50. Or I know it's early 50s.
But he has put on a lot of weight.
Yes, he has.
He looks like he's eaten a few small children.
That fat bastard.
So, we're going to transition from Raw to SmackDown.
Okay.
Who's not the baby brother anymore. I can tell you that.
This is true.
Before we even do that, we have to get the rating in, because I don't want to wait for rating. Ratings suck.
Right.
I actually give this a fairly decent episode. I give this at least a 7.8.
7.8 rating for Raw.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying this is the build-up for WrestleMania now is a lot better. A fatal four-way. You still have the triple threat for the tag team titles. Raw tag team titles. Okay? They're definitely building up Reigns Undertaker, which is great. The overdue rivalry between Triple H and Seth Rollins is phenomenal. And then pretty much after that, it's Jericho and Owens. And again, the mic work is there between the two of them.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not beating off. I'm just punching my hand. This is why we have that disclaimer at the beginning of the video.
Uh-huh.
So, pretty much, I mean, that it's getting a good build. It's whether the final product at WrestleMania, which is a week from this Sunday, is got to be huge.
I would definitely have to agree with that. And to throw out my rating for this week's Raw, I have to give it slightly under your rating and give it a 7.6, a 7.6. I'm sorry.
It's still in the general ballpark.
Yeah, it's still above your 7 numbered average.
So then we go to SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Now, I am just going to basically label this SmackDown as the AJ Shane show.
Okay.
Now, AJ comes out, shoots his, again, phenomenal, somewhat heel promo.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be a heel.
Yeah.
But everybody cheers him on.
Because he's just loved no matter what his persona is.
Now, again, supposedly he was fired from WWE.
Yep.
Which means there was no way he was getting in the building. And I think he's still on the alumni page. I'm not sure. I'll double check.
Still on it?
I think he's still on there because they technically didn't rehire him.
Right.
But he shoots a promo, says he's going to meet Shane out in the parking lot again. Fuck shit up.
Basically.
And it's funny because, and this is jumping a little bit ahead, but Shane doesn't show up until 10 minutes left in the show. So AJ is pretty much just being monitored around the building with cameras and everything else.
Right.
This is why the show is all about him.
Basically.
At this point. They have a tag match. This is the next segment. In a way, I'm kind of glad. No turn of the week bullshit with this either. The Usos have a tag match with American Alpha.
Yeah.
And capture tag team gold on SmackDown.
Or silver if you want to get technical.
Okay, so it's white gold.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It doesn't look like a bunch of nickels, but,
No, it doesn't.
Because, the raw ones looked like pennies.
I know, right? Didn't they look like fucking carnival tokens?
That's what they were, pretty much. But now it sets up a really great heel run for the Usos.
Right.
Which, you got to beat us to become champ. They talked a lot of smack. It was worth it.
Yeah, that's true.
Next segment is Orton versus Baron Corbin.
Which was a fairly good match for the whole 11 or 13 minutes, however long it went.
Well, it began with Corbin going into DB's office, demanding Ambrose, and that didn't end up happening. So he ended up getting the number one contender for the WWE title.
Right.
And Orton won, but now Ambrose comes out at the end and he confirms that their match at WrestleMania is now on.
Good shit.
But here's my kicker to this, and I don't understand why they didn't do it. You had Ambrose almost killed by a forklift. Again, WWE promoting crime. Why did they not make this like a street fight, a Falls Count Anywhere, a no DQ? Like, go back to the old days. Remember the wrestling they had during the halftime of the Super Bowl? Rock versus Mankind?
Oh, that was the empty arena match.
Yes. They should have had something like this. Like that kind of setup between the two of them. Because you know a regular match is going to bore the shit out of people.
Yeah.
I would rather have it no DQ. That's been Ambrose's MO the whole time coming up to WWE.
That's true. And slightly off topic, AJ Styles is currently back on the Smackdown roster on WWE.com.
Good. But they still didn't say whether they rehired him or not. So
Well, it's probably all the angle that they're running. I'm telling you, I have a feeling it's going to be, you want your job back, you got to beat me at WrestleMania. I don't know. For some reason, it seems to be setting up for something to that effect with their storyline.
Well, either way, I got a little annoyed with the let's follow AJ around the locker room.
Yeah.
And all I got to say is...
Damn.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that was funny in a totally unexpected manner.
But it goes along with the fact saying is why are we following AJ around the arena when you know Shane's not there?
I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, but...
Was this just a way to kill time for 2 hours? Because after the next segment, well, Bray Wyatt ends up playing mind games with Orton. He does this, like, satanic ritual.
I don't know. Am I the only one who sensed that to be sort of creepy in a way? I thought that was pretty creepy.
First off, what the hell was that logo on the paddle? Like, it looked retarded.
I don't know. It looked satanic. It just didn't look. It didn't look right. You know. Excuse me.
Damn.
Like, how do they do that shit? Like, again, we're promoting crime. We're gonna attempted murder, arson, identity theft. Now we're gonna do black magic. Oh my god.
And even for, I believe it was last Tuesday's SmackDown Live, some really weird necrophiliac type of craziness with Sister Abigail's ashes.
Because bathing ourselves in a dead person's ashes isn't exactly the best thing on the planet to do, but it'll get your point across.
Yeah, let me just take 2 handfuls of fucking gardening soil and rub it all over me, because that's what it looked like.
Well, again, it's freaky, but if it makes him better and it makes him a more powerful heel champion, then go for it. I mean,
best stick with what works.
Yes.
Right?
the turd of the week.
Turd of the week.
Smackdown
For Smackdown version. Yes. Just say it again because it sounds great, but when you say it.
Smackdown version.
Goes to Fandango.
And his bend over bitch, Tyler Breeze.
Now, explain for the viewers or listeners. I'm not sure which terminology it's going to be. Why Fandango and Tyler Breeze get the turd of the week?
Well, Fandango is an automatic turd of the week because he's just a bitch, and Tyler Breeze gets turd of the week because he came out dressed to the nines like Nikki Bella. And when I was watching SmackDown, my dopey, idiotic, half-educated friend turns around and goes, "That chick's got some nice set of legs." And I said, "Dude, that's Tyler Breeze." "Oh, is it?" So, other than that, yeah, Fandango and Tyler Breeze received the SmackDown edition of Turd of the Week.
You know what? Oh, you just made the list!
So they make the list on Turd of the Week, taking it away from our lovely Dolph Ziggler Mojo Rawley segment from last week.
Yep.
And apparently it was imitation night of Nikki Bella on SmackDown.
Apparently, yes.
Because Tyler Breeze, again, dressed up as Nikki Bella.
Like to the nines, like even the fucking socks and sneakers.
When you're a homo like him,
not that there's anything wrong with that, but
you can really do it up.
Seriously.
I know people that cross-dress, and I don't think they could have pulled that off.
You know people who cross-dress?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I know about them too in jail.
You have to be a fruit. I'm not saying I'm a fruit. I mean, I'm straight.
He's straight as a grizzly's dick.
Yes.
Paying homage to the late great Walter Matthau, if people out there caught the reference.
But at the same right, it leads into the Cena, Nikki Bella, Miz Maurice match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That The Miz and Maurice have been poking fun at both of them throughout the entire show.
It was hysterical.
And it's funny.
It is.
The Miz has not got Cena down totally.
Not at all, no.
Some weird and twisted way, Maurice has Nikki Bella to a T.
I know. I mean, yeah, you can catch Maurice's accent a little bit here and there, but taking that, putting it to the side, she's a fucking shoo-in for Nikki Bella.
But it's funny, though.
When she did the dual part, she played Brie also.
Yeah. That must have
took
a lot of camera work.
Seriously, right?
I mean, it was phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but it's not AJ phenomenal, but,
no.
Just the poking at the bear type thing, I think is going to be just great.
I mean, it's not Blumpkin phenomenal, but it's phenomenal enough.
We're not getting back to Blumpkin the Pumpkin, okay? That was like 5 episodes away. It's done.
Right, 5 episodes away or ago?
Ago. I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
God damn it. Don't get me all riled up again.
I think you're riled up already. I'm going
to explode. I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is slightly tweaked.
Oh, my God. And it's not even the monster. Christ.
Right?
Yeah, I'm still just fed up with all schedule fuck up. And it pisses me off.
You all right, dude? Did you have your fiber today? Or
I had my fiber today. I haven't taken my big shit for the day. But, God damn it.
Oh, man.
Everything's all fucked up.
Yeah, he's definitely not, I wouldn't say wound up tight. I wouldn't say anything like that to the sort, but definitely needs to release that fiber. That's all I could say.
Just give me Michael Cole. I'll donkey punch him in the throat a few hundred times.
I think that would definitely work with your fiber. Your fiber intake.
Yes. Anyway,
now that we've just gotten slightly sidetracked talking about fiber and bowel movements.
And fucking cross-dressing people who should not be on TV.
Right, and just, plain out psychotic rants.
Well, Cena smacked Fandango's bitch up.
Yeah.
And I think Tyler Breeze too, because, It just needed to happen.
I mean, come on. Did anyone really think that Fandango was going to beat the Golden Boy himself?
It wasn't going to happen.
Nope. Excuse me.
So they throw in a bullshit segment before the end of the show.
Right.
Carmella versus Becky Lynch, no contest.
Oh, yeah.
Because Natalia, the guest commentator, gets involved. Then comes Mickie James and Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
And the little 5-foot wonder is standing tall at the end of that.
Little bastard.
Now, my problem with that statement that I just made is standing tall at 5 foot. Is that not an oxymoron?
It
Tall
totally is.
and 5 foot.
Yeah, it's totally an oxymoron. Yeah. She's quite the little one.
Well, that's actually how I read it from the thing.
Oh, well, there
it
you
says
go.
Stood tall. She's kind of short.
Kinda. She is short.
So, thank you, WWE, for the oxymoron of the week. God, we just need more segments.
That actually sounds like a potential new segment.
Maybe. I'm not going to be able to come up with some audio for that, so that just might be straight out oxymoron for the week. AJ's out in the ring, gets called out to the ring again. Final segment for Smackdown. Shane McMahon has got, I think maybe Stephanie teleported her balls. Those boulders of fucking testicular fortitude to Shane.
Seems that way.
Because now Shane is all like fucking hard on for fucking going after AJ at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great match, though.
Shane never wins.
I know he never wins.
He's never won at WrestleMania.
It's still going to be good, though. Wait a minute. No, he did. He won at WrestleMania 17 against his father.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. He went against nobody.
It's still a win. To me, it's still a win.
So what is it, like 1 in 380,000?
Sounds about right, yeah.
God, he never wins a match. What the fuck?
I think he just does it for the sport of it. I don't think
this is going to be a waste of people's time. This is what it's going to be. Because it's not no holds barred. It's a regular fucking match.
That should be at least a street fight, the way these two are, like, beefing with each other. It should be a street fight.
This is where, again, SmackDown is going to drop the ball. You have Ambrose versus Corbin, plain match. Ambrose almost dies from a fucking forklift.
Mm-hmm.
God. Why is it so fucking cheesy? Give me some action. Not you. Them.
I wasn't planning on it.
Thank God.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Fuck, he's at it again, people. Could someone please come here and rescue me? Because he's got that fucking look in his eye again.
Even the cleaning lady can't help you.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, caramba.
Somebody give me a goddamn interpreter.
Somebody please, because honestly, I don't know what the fuck she's saying. I think she said something about my mother. I don't know. But she needs to stop with that shit, because I don't understand a fucking word she's saying. Get out of here, you little parakeet.
No. Tú no me vas a sacar de aquí. No.
Somebody put a fucking muzzle on her.
Did she say sucky or saki or Japanese? I don't know, but she
I'm
said
all
something.
fucking wound up. SmackDown ends with McMahon, Shane, giving the elbow to AJ across the announcer's table, which didn't look like it wanted to break. Fuck you and your special effects, WWE. And you just see them both laying there. Like, AJ's taking a nap, and Shane's like, I think I broke my back, you fucking asshole.
But then happens to get up like almost immediately, stands over Styles, and points to the WrestleMania sign.
Shouldn't that have been last week?
Seriously.
You're pointing at the sign, you say, now AJ's got a match, you fucking moron. God,
dope.
Shane, you're fucking killing me.
Right? Shane.
Oh, and there was a dark match, because WWE doesn't tell you about what happens after they go off the air.
Right.
They go to the bullshit fucking Talking Smack program.
Oh, please.
Another thing that was making me want to fucking throw up.
Right?
They have a dark match between, get this, Baron Corbin, Bray Wyatt, versus Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper. Now, where the fuck was Harper this entire episode?
Probably fucking out buying a new shirt.
Well, he apparently did, because Ambrose is wearing a white one, Harper's wearing a black one.
Really?
Yes. They look like a fucking black and white cookie walking around in the middle of the ring.
Harper probably seems badass with like the all black outfit now.
And he had his hair in a ponytail.
Weird. Well, that guy, him and the rest of the fucking Duck Dynasty fucking humps over there, they just weird me out.
And you don't even have Orton part of this segment at all.
I know, you would think WrestleMania opponents would be going against each other in a tag match. I don't know. Thanks for dropping the ball again, WWE.
Now, as much as they really did with this episode, I want to strangle somebody for them pretty much stalking AJ the entire night. I love AJ, but stalking him for, I'd say, maybe the half hour that they had him footage all over the place.
Yeah.
That was it was a little annoying. It upset me. I know they're trying to do this storyline with Shane and AJ, but there's no reason to have him being followed around like a little fucking puppy dog. That pisses me off.
What pisses me off is the fact that fucking AJ Styles was wearing his stupid little golf hat visor.
Well, I don't know about that.
I hated that.
The shirt was cool.
Sure,
I
was
liked the
cool.
shirt. I didn't like the hat.
Well, it's a half a hat.
Well, if you're going to pay money for a hat, get the whole hat.
Right?
Fucking asshole.
Take the late, great George Collins fucking lead and go back into the store and ask them for the rest of the hat because they cheated you.
So, SmackDown is going to get the same rating as Raw. 7.8. They built it up with the whole Miz Cena thing. Okay, that's fine. You built it up with AJ and Shane. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The cross-dressing Tyler Breeze thing. A little kid should not be seeing that on TV at 8 o'clock at night. I'm sorry.
At least Breeze is not walking out with his goddamn feather boa covered selfie stick.
Beat
him with it.
He's another person I love to do like bodily harm to.
Right?
I really would love to beat the shit out of Tyler Breeze.
I mean, first of all, I can't stand that fucking John Travolta Saturday Night Fever shit that they do, that when they're coming out on the ramp, the camera is following their feet walking out. What the flying fat fuck is that?
Well, that's why.
It's the turd of the week.
That's why they're the turn of the week.
Mm-hmm. Fucking guys, I hate them.
Any final comments? I have to get off of this thing before I fucking destroy the studio and the cleaning woman and the people that were doing laundry up on the 4th floor.
I don't know, that the clean lady's kind of got that look in her eye. I don't even know if I'm going to fuck with her.
Ay, Dios mío, cállese la boca. Usted
Oh,
es psicólogo,
fuck,
Dios
she's
mío.
back.
Somebody get her a fucking translator, please.
Listen, I got fucking INS on speed dial and Trump on Twitter. Don't fuck with me.
¿Qué Trump? ¿Qué Trump? Trump es culo, es mierda, que se vaya a la mierda.
Hey, you said culo. I know what that means. Unless you're talking about your culo, I don't want to hear it.
No.
All right. Final comment.
Final comment is, well, first of all, before I give my final comment, I have to jump a little higher on the ratings for it, because SmackDown being now the dominant show, I give it an 8.6.
That's fairly significant.
Yeah, because SmackDown really has been doing much better than Raw. It's been doing well. So, just on a biased rating, I give it a higher upper than Raw. But other than that, my final comment is, please do something fucking memorable before WrestleMania. You got one more fucking week of your shows before Mania. Do something amazing to wow us, to be stoked to watch Mania.
If not, I'm going to go to WWE headquarters and I'm going to donkey punch everybody in the fucking building till my aunt either gets swollen or they all can't talk.
That sounds like a plan. I mean, I don't drive, but I'll attempt to drive the getaway car.
If we have go-karts, it might be better. You can drive a go-kart.
I'll do go-karts.
On that note, on behalf of Jim, and I'm really fucking still pissed off, but I'll work this off.
Save me, people. Save me, people.
We'll catch you all on the flip side.